what do you think is the ceiling for this team or this team with this big three? Like, is it the playoffs? Is it a couple rounds into the playoffs? Is it? I know it's sounding optimistic. Is it a championship? Like, what do you think? If obviously assuming that Anthony Edwards continues to progress, what do you think the ceiling for this kind of big three is? And we'll start with you, Chris. What do you think?
Are we talking like years down the road?
Yeah. Like overall ceiling, yeah.
Well, if we hold
for like 3 or 4 years,
I think if we can keep these three together, it all comes down to the tertiary pieces, like the side pieces. If we can keep solid talent around us, but I think next year we're playoffs. I thought we were going to be fighting for that 10-9 spot this year if we were healthy. So next year, if we add that top 3 pick or at least the asset that could be created with that, I don't think there's any reason why, if we're healthy, we shouldn't be, 6, 7 seed. I think we've got that type of ability. We've seen that the turnaround that this team has made just under a couple practices under Finch. Give them a year to kind of sniff around and know what these players' strengths and weaknesses are, as a guy who creates an offense and a defense around players' abilities. I would be surprised. I'll tell you what, if we're in the playoffs next year, we will be a team that teams don't want to face, because we're going to be a team that can score 140 any night. And if we get hot, D'Lo can get hot and drop 50 at any moment. He's proven it. And Edwards, God, man, we could make some noise. I don't know if we would win a couple series, but we're going to put a scare in a couple teams, a couple top seeded teams, I think.
And Jared, what do you think is the ceiling for this big three?
So as soon as you asked this question, something popped in my head, and I get killed every year for over projecting the Timberwolves, and rightfully so, because they don't ever seem to pan out. And
I think we all do it.
Yeah, it just kind of comes with watching the Timberwolves. But next year, healthy squad, I got us at the 5 seed, and someone will say that you're over projecting this team. What I've seen from this team in the past, in the tanking weeks, as we might call them, has been so phenomenal. Like, if we learn how to play defense, we're going to beat a lot of teams, and we might not even learn how to play defense and still beat quite a bit of teams. That's how good we are offensively.
Absolutely, yeah. And personally, I think we can be good, and that's what's so exciting. Like, I know we made the tank video, and and we said we shouldn't tank, but adding a fourth potential star to this, and Malik Beasley, that's going to be a starting lineup to envy going on in the future. But Chris, what you got?
And mind you, that tank video wasn't so much we shouldn't tank. It was more like, I don't think we need to, because we're going to lose enough anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
This win goes a long ways, because the Magic won tonight in a game lost tonight in a game that I thought they could win. If we can, I know Okogie played all right tonight. He actually got really kind of emotional in the beginning of the game on some bad calls that didn't go his way. So he actually kind of took it out on the game, which was good to see. But like in a game like today, if we can, Jaden McDaniels, another year, he's going to be that much better on defense. And we didn't talk about him, but over these last couple of games, the way that he's been taking the ball to the cup, like he's not just a jump shooter and a defender anymore, man. He's putting it on the ground. He's playing a whole different level of game. I'm excited to see him next year. But if we can move Okogie out of this lineup and get, Beasley, I think might be best as a 6th man. But if we can get another, we will get another solid player, we're going to be good. I think the 5th seed's probably, I would say that's probably the peak. I would say that that's like the 90%, 95% expected of next year. If we hit the top potential, fifth seed, I think would be probably about where the top, but it's going to be fun to see.
Yep, absolutely. Unless I would say we can get higher than the 5. The only way I see that happening if one of these draft picks is like unbelievable. Like if Cade Cunningham is like a generational player, like some people are saying that he is, or
he's
Mobley,
like Grant Hill.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Or Mobley plays amazing, or Jalen shoots like 90% from 3 or something like that. like that is what I feel that you would have to take. But man, it's just I know it's hard to say when you have the worst record in the league, but it's an exciting time to be a Timberwolves fan right now. Like it actually really is.